what do you guys want to talk about?
Welcome to the A-Train Show. And now here's your host, the A-Train, Arlington Lane.
Welcome to this edition of the A-Train Show, the A-Train Arlington Lane. It's a special day for you, boy. And I appreciate everyone that's tuning in today. This is the A-Train birthday special. And a man's 40 this year. He's I literally just got kicked out of my own stream. Literally got kicked out of my own stream, so I do. Sorry, I did have a little bit of technical difficulties. Hopefully, I can get this going and keep this party going. I'm trying not to be as long as I can, but look, I'm trying to get this show out. Hey, folks, I'm just trying to be here. All right. Uh, and let's see. Against it. Ladies and gentlemen, the good Reverend is here. Dr. Robert L. Bailey Jr. He's in the house.
Sir.
What's up, sir?
Yes, sir. What's up? Birthday boy.
Okay. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate that very much so. Hey, but that's not. I don't want to waste any time because I know a lot of people are trying to call me. It's like, hey, man, happy birthday. I'm trying to get this show in. Let me get this show in. I'll talk to anybody I want to. Okay.
Look, I was trying to get to the boys, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Listen,
I'm on my way out
I got something for them.
now.
If you get to them, you get to them.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm on my
that's
way to
fine.
them
Get them
now.
in.
So.
I don't care because we'll slide them in and we'll do this thing, man. That's how we get down.
Let's go.
I want to talk about Monday. Monday there was a lot of drama. It's probably one of the best Monday Night Raw shows I done seen in a long time. Okay.
Thanks.
And everything has something on it. Everything.
Yeah.
So starting from the top. I think I can't remember off the cuff. I'm just going by the matches I can remember.
It started with CM Punk. It started with Punk.
That's right, Punk and Rollins. That's right, Punk and Rollins. Thank you, Kev. Thank you, man. If you can hop on, you can, dude. You know how to get in here. So, and anybody else, if you want to jump in, you want to say happy birthday or whatnot, there's the link.
Let's go.
The link is there. Come on in. All right. But yeah, I had I was very pleased with how that promo went. Punk said his piece, Rollins said his piece, and I was like, okay, this is what I'm looking for. So for SummerSlam, I'm looking at Punk and Rollins, as it should be. Am I looking at something wrong here?
I think that's not gonna happen at SummerSlam. I don't think that's gonna happen at SummerSlam. Punk is adamant about Drew McIntyre. I think it's gonna be a Drew McIntyre Punk, and then there's gonna be an interference. If there is a Punk Rollins match, then Drew is gonna screw him over, which is gonna make a triple threat for later. So I really honestly believe like he's gonna grant Drew the lifting of the suspension, let him back in, and that's gonna be a war at SummerSlam.
Gotcha. I don't disagree with that whole at one bit. No.
Yeah.
But a lot of us are looking for this type of match, Punk McIntyre at Mania, because we didn't get Punk Rollins at Mania. So things always shift due to injuries or something
Yeah.
personal may have came up, but you're setting the scene for whoever is in the driver's seat I guess at this point. They're going to have the title, and then it's going to have to be meant for a title. You know what I mean?
I think you're gonna include him into something later. I don't think it's gonna be right now, though. I think this
Right.
feud is what's giving them. I think it's gonna culminate at Bad Blood, though. Everything is leading to Bad Blood. I think everything is leading to Bad Blood. Like Bad Blood is gonna be like a major pay-per-view based upon the bloodline, Rhea, like all of that stuff. And you're gonna have little bits and pieces leading up to it, but I think Blood, and then I think the Wyatt Six is gonna have a major moment for Bad Blood too. Because remember, they're relentless. They're on revenge and all of that. So I think it's all gonna come to a head at Bad Blood.
Man, and that's I don't know. Like I want to see that happen at Bad Blood, but a lot of times when you have a lower tier pay-per-view, you want to make sure that those lower tier pay-per-views are huge.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
that way that they have a lot of withstanding, and you're like, hey, maybe we get a chance to do this again next year.
Yeah, yeah.
Or you'll say something to the nature of, okay, when we bring back another pay-per-view of sorts in October, this will be fine.
Yeah.
Make it a big show. So
I think SummerSlam is going to lead to it, though. Like SummerSlam is already a big show already, so I think SummerSlam is going to be it's going to have a lot of incidents that's going to cause the Bad Blood. Because Bad Blood, remember, at one point it was Backlash, so Backlash always happened right after WrestleMania. That's always a highlight right after each other. So I think Bad Blood makes sense after a SummerSlam.
Gotcha. All right, let me bring in my boy. Up, is he ready?
Is he in? There he is.
Is that my guy JTK?
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. The big 40. Hey, the big 40. Hey, let's go.
Ain't nobody ready, man.
Happy birthday, brother.
Appreciate
Happy
it,
birthday,
man.
brother.
Thank you.
The
Thank
big
you, man.
4-0. You are at the top of the hill. Let them know. You ain't over yet. You ain't over yet, baby. Let's go. Happy to be here with you on your 40th.
Oh, thank you,
Blessings
man.
to you, my brother, and many more birthdays to come.
Oh, man, brother, thank you so much, man. You just don't know how much that means to me, man. So we touching on a bit about Raw, from what we saw Monday night. Talking about Punk Rollins right now. Their beautiful promo that they had. Bailey is expecting that Bad Blood is where this whole thing cultivates. I want it to be Mania because I think it can stretch out as long as the story goes. I want to get your thoughts on, from one, what you saw with the Punk Rollins promo and what you believe should happen next.
Okay, honestly, what I got from that promo itself was a buildup. And I think Bad Blood does have something to do with the buildup that leads to SummerSlam, WrestleMania next year. I mean, there could be so much that it could lead up to, but I really think that CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Drew McIntyre end up in a triple threat match somehow, some way. And then I think something is just telling me that it's leading back eventually to Damian Priest in the World Heavyweight Championship. Eventually, somewhere down the line, I think Damian Priest gets put back into this whole shakeup. And then we're seeing either CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Damian Priest, and Drew McIntyre in a fatal four-way, or three of those four guys in a triple threat match for the title, or eventually Drew gets his hands back on Damian Priest, and the opportunity for him to get revenge on Damian Priest will be there, but I don't think the title may be in play. I think
Okay.
Gunther may have it. So there's like, you know what I mean? There's so much that could really build off of this one situation with these different wrestlers.
Agreed. I
There's
agree.
just so much.
I agree. I do understand. I see the fatal four-way coming too. But I think at the end of the day, they got to get this Punk Priest. They got to get the Punk Drew fight to happen. That's got to be critical. So I think that buildup is going to come from Bad Blood because of all of the screw jobs that have happened. I think that's going to come from Bad Blood, and then you build into let's go to this title. Let's go after this title. So I
Right.
think that's a lot of that's going to build up to that. So yeah, I agree with you.
Okay.
Do you think,
So go ahead.
Arlington, real quick, do you
Okay.
think also that part of the buildup is Seth Rollins costing CM Punk a victory over Drew McIntyre? Like, there's so much, especially from that promo. Like, Seth said it. You know what I mean? Like, you're not, basically, he said in so many words, you're not going to have the last laugh, CM Punk. Seth freaking Rollins is. You know what I mean? That's what I kind of got from that whole conversation. Like, you're not going to get the last laugh. Seth freaking Rollins, Mr. Monday Night Raw, is going to get the last laugh. I think I feel it. I feel it too. I feel it too.
I'm gonna tell you right now, this show is gonna go on the road right now because as soon I'm getting a ride and the ride is coming here, I'm gonna take this on the road. I ain't done yet because I know I'm gonna be talking and y'all gonna be talking as we doing this. This is gonna be one wild show, and I want it to be wild because that's how we do things here. I like to have fun, man, here at Fuel Sports Network. But check this out.
Yes, sir.
Love how this is going. The angle is great. We also saw at the end. I want to bring that up next, just for the simple fact of how the magnitude is with this group. Just had, and you saw at the end of Raw, it was Dom and Liv versus Zelina and Rey Mysterio. Of course, seeing at the end, I remember Bailey. He told me, he was like, "Listen, Rhea's coming back." And I said the only way that Rhea was coming back is if it was at the end of the end of the show. And soon enough,
Boom.
he called it. He called it. I'm giving
Boom.
him credit. Pastor called it that Rhea was back, and it was a great moment. But now the magnitude from that is going to be pushed back. Remember, my guy Damian Priest said there's going to be consequences, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that the consequences were going to be that Dom would
Rhea.
have them. Yeah, Dom would have them. Yes.
He's
And
got a
that's where I'm
lot
thinking we
to
heading.
answer for.
I think this is where we're heading. Priest won't figure in the title picture soon because Finn Balor is going to cost him.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Oh, I've had that. I've
Ooh.
had that in my head for a minute. It's just a matter of
I
when.
have too. I just ain't want to talk about it because I ain't want to, get blasted like I do all the
But see, no, here's the thing
time.
though. Everything continuously is building because of how everything is going right now within the group. You got
Mm-hmm.
Finn's wants something that he's always wanted, right? He's always wanted that world heavyweight championship because he never lost his championship, right? Whether you want to call it the
Very true.
universal title or whatever, he never really truly lost his world heavyweight championship when he had it. All right. So he wants another opportunity at it again, right? So yeah, keep that in the back of your head. Then you also
Right.
have Damian Priest is telling them, I don't need your help for anything that we need here. And
He's
so
like, I
far,
got this.
but each time somebody else has helped him keep that belt.
Mm-hmm.
No Judgment Day, it's been Punk. So again, you lead to Punk and Priest with that. And you saying,
Very
hey,
true.
you don't need help, but you're steadily getting help to win. And remember back in the Punk promo, Punk was like, I'm sorry that it happened to you, but you know where my beef is. My beef is with Drew
Mm-hmm.
McIntyre. I'm sorry that I cost you this championship. And it was actually cool of Rollins because I never expected it. I never really expected him to sit back and say that I'm going to lay off of you for a while. I
Right.
expected Rollins to attack CM Punk then, but there's this change, because he's this anti-hero, so you never know what side he's going to come from.
Yeah.
Right.
And so that is the key thing here. But back to the whole thing with the Judgment Day, you got that, you got the Rhea situation now, because like Liv said, Liv just want to take away everything that Rhea's
Yep.
got.
Rhea has. Mm-hmm.
And here's
And
the
I think
thing.
she gets Dom. I think it goes all the way now that Rhea's back. And that's why it's going to build up to where it's going to build up to. Because I called it. I told y'all, listen, I said it. When Jason and Amanda did Four Corners, I was like, watch Dom and Liv have a love story and a love triangle that brings Rhea back. And the buildup is just going to be enormous. Oh, you're crazy, Jersey. You're wilding. You don't know what you're talking about. That's not gonna happen. And look at what's going on now. That was a sight for sore eyes, wasn't it? Seeing Liv and Dom in that inquiring position. We just gonna say inquiring. I don't even know what word to use for it. We just inquiring position of her in between his legs while he in the corner. That was not, and then the way they celebrated that win, he just let her jump into his arms. You know what I mean? Like, he just let her jump into his arms. There was no, hold on, you're doing too much. There was none of that until he heard Ripley's music. And then it was like, oh, man, I messed up. Okay, wait, hold on. Help me. Help me. when he see Rhea, you just Dom was like a baby all over again. Help me, mom, please help
Right.
me.
And then nothing was funnier to me than seeing Dom trying to get love
Explain it.
from and
Yeah.
trying to get love from Rhea, and Rhea wanted nothing to do with it. That,
Yeah.
like you
Right. He
said,
like, baby,
JTK.
it's not what you're seeing and not what it looked like. It didn't look like what it looked like.
But you know what's crazy is, did you see the aftermath? They showed the aftermath where Liv is standing behind the curtain and she's looking at this encounter with Rhea and Dom and going, okay, I did it. I finally got them to break. So yeah, man, this is gonna be a major story. I think it's all designed to break up Judgment Day to begin with. I've been saying it for the longest. They needed to break them up because it's time to give them their own little stick and run. But at this particular point, this is the setup to the whole entire fall apart.
Yes,
Yeah, because I don't like
absolutely.
Carlito being in Judgment Day. Carlito coming back to WWE and being
They
in
gonna
Judgment Day
screw
is
'em.
not a good fit for him.
he's gonna
But it's
screw
not a
him.
good fit
He's
for him. I
he
think
screws
he's
them
a
anyway.
better, but I think he's a better individual wrestler. Like, he's not good with teams. We've seen this over his career. He has never been one that could last in a tag team for very long or a faction. So I think you're exactly right. He's going to be a major cause and effect of the breakup of Judgment Day, and then he's just gonna slide out of there like nothing ever happened,
Slither like a
Yep.
little snake.
Yep.
like a
Like he
snake in the
always do.
grass. He gonna
Like
just,
he always
and what he
do.
gonna be doing? See, you ever notice something about Carlito's character? He's been a snake. He's always biting
Yep.
the apple.
Yep.
I spit in the face of people
Just
that don't
saying.
like to be cool.
That's what he says on a regular basis. That's his
But he's
slogan. That's
spitting
his
that
motto.
apple.
And he's doing it.
He's a
WWE
snake.
just signed Motor City Machine Guns, and the deal with Josh Alexander is being discussed. If you recall back from what we saw on Tuesday on NXT,
Yeah.
this whole thing with
JH.
TNA, this integration. Do you believe? Do you believe in
believe.
Joe?
I believe. I
Joe?
believe in Joe. Joe Hendry, baby. He came in
Let's
there,
go.
tagged up with Trick, and he said, "I'm here. Hello."
But
The crowd was so into it. They were
sold.
so into it. Like, I love NXT's brand and what they have going on, man. The
I'm still
young
here. I'm
wrestlers
gonna grab
on
the board.
NXT,
Okay,
the young wrestlers that they have on NXT right now are just filling up the cards. They're doing everything that we've been wanting from NXT. These young, like, come on now. Money in the Bank was good, but Heat Wave, oh my goodness. Heat Wave was so good. That main event match, Javon. I was so impressed with him. So impressed with what he did. That young man is going to be a stellar athlete when it comes to wrestling. He is phenomenal, dude.
yep.
He
It's
is
just,
really, really good.
it's just, man, golly. All right, you know what? I'm gonna actually take a time out. I'm gonna take a quick time out, and then we're gonna come right back with more of the show. I never thought I was gonna be able to do so, but we are. Well, we're gonna come back after this in just 2 minutes. We'll be back.
Yes, sir.
Same great taste. Yes, same great taste. Same great taste.
We're back on this edition of the A Train Show. I told you I'm heading on the road now, right? So, and I got my guests with me. I got more guests. There is the one and only JTK.
And then
Yes,
I got
sir.
Pat.
It's hot. I have to take the hat off.
What's up? I see some people in the back. What's up with y'all back there, man?
What's going on, boys?
Boys, how y'all doing? Y'all live. We can hear you. Say something. Don't be scared. The microphone don't hurt. I just want to hear from y'all. Maybe so.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. No.
Look, braids fresh. Braids popping. Look at them. Stunting like they daddy.
Call them their daddy because they daddies will come after you. Hey, I can't hear them. Y'all there? Gotta love technical difficulties. Changes that always can happen in the middle of a show. So
Yes, sir. Exactly. But good Dr. Housewright, I wouldn't say that I'm so much glad that Trick no longer has the belt. I just don't feel he's ready to currently hold a title and be the face of the WWE NXT brand. I just don't feel he's ready. I'm kind of upset a little bit that he doesn't have the title any longer. Don't get me wrong, I'm kind of upset, but I just feel like he's not ready. And you know what I mean? Like, the timing isn't right. It was a good run to see what he can do, but he's not ready to not only hold the title, but lead the NXT into the next generation type of deal. You know what I mean? I feel that he just needs a little bit more in-ring, with his actual wrestling, and just a little bit more on the mic. And then we got our next The Rock
everybody knows.
or Steve Austin type of build up or feel when it comes to star capability. Not saying he's going to be the next Rock. I'm just saying he has the capability with a little bit more polishing in ring and promo wise, being on the microphone. Give him a little bit more practice, give him a little bit more time. And I think he's fit to lead the WWE in some way, shape, or form on one of these brands.
I agree. All right. Can I hear the boys now? Let's see.
Yeah, we should be able to. Can you hear us?
There we go. I hear the boys. What's up, boys?
What's up?
So we've been talking a bit about. First off, I want to get y'all thoughts on Money in the Bank. How did y'all feel the show was, and was there something that was missing from Money in the Bank, or was the show just as good as it was?
I was kind of missing that Roman factor because we all thought he's gonna come back, but then they add blood, so we were like, okay, we know what that means. They gonna have the match there against the Bloodline. The women's match, Money in the Bank match, was the best match that night. Yeah, real talk.
Yes,
This really was the best match. I feel like Jay should have won.
That's what I
Money in the Bank. I feel like Jay. That's just my personal opinion because he's on the cover of it, so it made me think he's gonna get a push, but that didn't happen.
Thank you.
They just lose it again.
But I see why they gave it to Drew.
I know why they gave it to Drew.
That
it's good for the storyline because CM Punk and Rollins is into it.
Because
everything go back around. That's
I mean, that's we was talking about already. They would have had for a title.
Yeah.
And I just think they should have just went ahead and pushed Jay over the top. So I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Because we got this Bo Dallas
team
showcase that done showed up and in the office, and we don't know what that's about. And remember, Jay took off when the lights started going down. He took off.
That was the funniest moment of Raw. The funniest moment. He said, "Yeet, gotta go."
He took off. My man took off running. I want to hear from Bryce. Bryce, what you think about the show Money in the Bank?
Money in the Bank.
men's Money in the Bank. That was the only problem.
No, it wasn't the only problem.
What?
About how Drew didn't kick out on time.
Bro, no.
He didn't kick out on time. That was funny. He just laid the.
But we figured that was a production situation. They ain't had nothing to do with the wrestlers or the referee. That was actually a production deal. Yeah. And they even made a big deal about that. Talking about stuff that happened in production. We've been seeing that through this whole entire broadcast today. We've been having production problems left and right.
Yeah, but
technical difficulties happen.
Yes, all the time. It's not a problem. It happens. That's part of the game. Hey,
all right, boys. What did y'all think of Heat Wave?
Yeah,
what did y'all think of Heat Wave?
It was better than Money in the Bank to me. I'll be honest with you.
Everybody, oh man, you just made Kevin a
thank you.
Thank you.
Crazy. Tell him again. Please tell him again. Money in the Bank was good.
Who?
Money in the Bank was good, but Heat Wave, Heat Wave left some heat.
JTK, I'm finna mute just so I can hear the boys.
Some heat, baby.
I got you. I gotta hear him. What was good about Heat Wave, man?
So, really, all the matches was good, but the match that caught my eye the most was
Obafemi.
Obafemi and Wesley. The way he F10.
Yeah.
And Wesley was
he F10 them.
Dave Young was crazy.
Yeah, the fatal four ways.
He was the MVP of that match.
The way, awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of.
He didn't say F5. He said F10.
Yeah,
I be on NXT with Wesley.
Thank you, Dre. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, you hear his question? Ask him.
What?
I said, how you think it's gonna be with Wesley's partners back? Do you think they're gonna tag team right?
TNA, that's
back.
But TNA,
the TNA integration that they're doing, the TNA integration that they got going on is what's going to make this work. And if this is going to be a healthy relationship, it's like we keep getting little small inklings, like little driplets, like little small morsels of what's about to happen. And then when they come out with this big announcement later on saying, hey, we done partnered up with TNA, it's gonna be something.
Moose versus Oak. I want to see.
Ooh.
Now wait a minute. This is shocking from me because this statement right here, he said that the Mania doc stunk. And this guy that we seeing right here make this comment is a huge Dwayne Johnson fan. I'm talking about huge. And for him to say that just let me know that this it did have those little intertwinings, but you got to understand from a Triple H, Shawn Michaels standpoint that this era is going to be meant for him as a final boss. So it may look like he was in total control of it, but you got to understand he is now. He's a part of the board of TKO.
Mm-hmm.
Also, those documentaries, right?
I was about to say he's on the documentaries. Remember, he said that on the documentaries. He said, "I'm the one that told them to make the switch because I felt like it was time to put Cody. The crowd wanted Cody. Let's push Cody. I can come in the back on the back end, which makes it work. It makes it work at the end of the day because now we extend the bloodline storyline. It's even crazier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
It has to end with the final boss. You get what I mean? Like it has to eventually end with the tribal chief taking on the final boss. That's how you get Dwayne The Rock Johnson's official retirement from in-ring and just staying behind the scenes. You get what I mean? Like that's how you build it up. That's why he hasn't announced an official retirement date yet, like John Cena has. Like he hasn't announced that he's going to be no longer competing in ring. Something is set up to where the bloodline and the final boss.
Bro, John Cena.
He's messed up. They're Cena is
What you
going.
feeling right now, man? What are you feeling now that you heard Cena's retirement? You've heard it.
I almost cried when he said that. I'm like, what? Because I grew up with Cena my whole life. He was my number one guy. Well, until now, because it's Randy Orton. But it's like, when he said that, I'm like, why? Why can't this came out of the blue? I know you old and stuff, but you could, like, gently going off. But I see the plan. I see the vision, because he's going to break the record. You all know that.
Bro, he just need to take the.
I also think he break the record too. He's got to break the record one time. Blair wants him to break the record.
Bryce is dumb.
What he saying in the back?
He just need to take that stuff Undertaker was taking when he was wrestling, bro. He put that stuff.
Get out of here. That's why I wanted to bring them in, because I knew they was gonna give me some type of laugh that I was gonna get for this show. I knew it. I just knew it.
Got you ain't at home.
Oh.
CM Punk. You should have hit the CM Punk.
I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money.
I miss y'all for real, dude. I really miss y'all. Yes, Jeremy, I do miss Cena Thugonomics. I think he should bring that back one more time before he walks away, even if it's for the last match. I think Cena Thugonomics should come back. I don't think it should come back before he retire. Before
the chain lock.
No, you said leave Thugonomics alone.
No, it's
he even said it at the press conference.
Yeah, he gonna leave it alone.
He said, "I'm not gonna go back to that. I'm not gonna. I'd rather end my career. I know than to go back to that part." He already said. I don't think.
I mean, but he did it like a WrestleMania. When he, like,
I mean, they're probably doing it like his promo thing, like his little vignettes and stuff. But I don't.
And what's amazing is that you boys were a part of the Cena run, his championship runs, his big championship runs, and that's what's phenomenal to me. That you kind of got a chance to watch that through and through, and then even going back to some of his old matches. I would love for Kurt Angle, not a match, just for him to appear, thanking him, or whether it's via video or something like that. I need, people that was part of his first matches to be a part of this celebration, because this is literally going to end. And I, like you said, Jared, I hate to see it end, but it's going to.
What if
That's
they bring back all his rivals? Just bring back random, like Taker, Stone Cold, like just bring them back just one time, one last match. Everybody just kind of have a blast, just going down memory lane and letting them just kind of go through it,
That means Edge has to show up, and everybody knows Edge was his biggest rival.
That's what I'm saying.
And we can't bring back the Undertaker, because he said he's not going back into the ring. He can't physically.
Right.
The Undertaker's not. We're not going to see the Undertaker back in the ring.
That's Stone Cold either. His little knees won't let him have it.
I agree with
his neck won't let him have it.
Respect.
Randy puts him out with a vicious RKO.
Legend killer.
I think I'm gonna keep it so 100 with y'all. I think John Cena should end his career putting someone over. I don't think his career should end on a rival match from back in the day. Like how did Kurt Angle's career really start coming to an end? The Ruthless Aggression segment.
Okay.
Let's really look back when Kurt Angle started to go into that retirement phase, like he's about to end his career, in ring. It was from the moment of John Cena coming out and, making that statement for the Ruthless Aggression era and starting the Ruthless Aggression era. And Kurt Angle ends up retiring. But that's how John Cena got his start. John Cena should be putting someone over, in my opinion. He should be ending his career putting someone over, which makes it the highlight of his career. Like, you ended your career in one of the best ways possible. Like The Undertaker helped put Roman over. You know what I mean?
I see where you're coming from with that. I see the angle that you're going with that.
I thought what he was doing right now, doing why he was losing, so like he was over. I thought phone out. It worked as well as he thought. I can see that, but I would like personally him either Randy or CM Punk. Have talent and a base. Damien Priest or Braun Breaker, like it would be a no-brainer.
I get where you're coming from.
A Braun Breaker would be a good person to do that with.
Yeah.
Breaker
would seem Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar.
That would,
Yeah.
Yeah. That would catapult Brock Lesnar. I mean, Braun Breaker's career, getting a bigger.
It really would.
Win. You know what I mean? If they decide to take that route. Also, if he wins his 17th, he got to win it at Mania, and it's got to close out the show. You get what I'm saying? If he were to win a championship, you can't win it early. I know he went like I think it was Bailey that said he has to win it at the Rumble, win the championship match at Mania, and then either drop it at Backlash or you drop it at Money in the Bank.
Yep, he'll drop it at Money. Let him hold it the second,
and he drops it to the cash-in winner. Whoever wins Money in the Bank, that's who he drops it to. Yeah. They interfere, you know what I mean? Cash in their Money in the Bank right then and there, right at the pivotal point of the match too. You know what I mean? I can't wait the boys.
What? Cover your mouth.
Jey Uso gonna beat him.
Listen, let me tell y'all something, man. Cena Orton should cultivate at SummerSlam. That should be John Cena's last match ever. Is at SummerSlam.
It wouldn't be too over the top because Bryce, I'm with you. I love Jey Uso. It wouldn't be too over the top for John Cena to drop the belt to Jey Uso to end his career, and Jey Uso gets a huge win and starts his solo run of actually being a champion with a win over John Cena.
Not a bad idea. He say Bo Dallas.
Bo who? Bo Dallas 2K18? Like, come on. Come on. No, it's Jay's turn. Just not yet. Let him get through this thing with let him get through this thing with Chad Gable and the Wyatt Six and everything.
Oh,
and
we just get started.
Let's get it.
Let's get it over it now, man.
Oh, man,
just for the during John Cena's the last time is now tour, let it end with a Uso getting a title over John Cena. That is the best way to push Jey Uso. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Okay. I got a question for the boys. What are you seeing for this new Bad Blood pay-per-view, and do you see it with a Bloodline Civil War there, or do you see it at War Games at Survivor Series?
This is what I see. The Bad Blood, they made that specifically for the Bloodline, because in my head, I'm thinking Survivor Series is going to be NXT versus TNA.
Ooh, that's smart.
Ooh,
that's very smart.
Tell him again, youngin. What? Why are you reading my mind?
Think about it. Bad Blood. The Bloodline has Bad Blood right now. You see what they did to Paul Heyman? So
this young man is a real wrestling fan. These are my boys, A1.
Man.
Round of applause.
Bad Blood. Yeah, it's gonna be the Bloodline. But I feel like some type of way they got to find another member, because they're not gonna go get Sami Zayn to be on their team. They're gonna
no. We got that. We got that already.
Yeah,
There's
Zulu.
another. There's the Zilla.
Zilla
Zilla.
and the other.
We still got another fight too. We still got another fight too. So he gonna get another fight too. Believe me. Now here's the thing, and I agree. I agree. Bad blood is gonna consist of a lot of crazy elements. That's gonna be a turn from Survivor Series. I mean, from SummerSlam. So whatever happens at SummerSlam, let's spin everything to Bad Blood. That's the bloodline. That's this beef that's going on with Drew and CM Punk. That's Rhea and Liv. That's all of that, because all of that is bad blood stuff. Like, that's bad blood stuff.
Yep.
And then culminate with the Wyatt Six doing something retarded at some point, because we gotta always have something sinister every single time, which leads to bad blood. It's gonna be bad blood because that's how they started. So I think all of this is gonna culminate in one big place. But we gotta go through SummerSlam to get.
I think Cody gonna fight Solo at SummerSlam.
Yeah. Cody's home.
I agree.
That's funny.
I think that I agree with you, good doctor. Yep. I think something bad happens to Cody in his hometown in Atlanta.
Okay.
At SummerSlam. And then it all, like you said, cultivates that bad blood. The buildups. You know what I mean? I think if they don't want to add in Zilla Fatu, I think Jay and Jimmy help Roman and then go back to their solo. You know what I mean? How they want to, let's end this whole feud and then everybody go back to what they was doing. It could possibly. The Rock doesn't come until SummerSlam or WrestleMania next year. Roman versus The Rock. Tribal Chief versus the final boss. We end that whole bad blood. We end that whole bloodline feud and everything at the end. Yeah. WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas. Come on now. Come on now. The biggest WrestleMania with two of the biggest names and their cousins. Come on. We've been waiting for this for years. It's like Deadpool and Wolverine. We've been waiting for Hulk versus Wolverine on screen for years. We might be getting it. I'm just saying. This is what we've been waiting for since Roman Reigns' solo run, becoming champion, doing what he's been doing as a solo champion and carrying WWE on his back, his shoulders, and his neck. And now you got the man who helped start the Attitude Era.
Thank you.
Helped continue the Ruthless Aggression Era. And is still here for the new era, The Rock. On top of Roman Reigns being there for all of it and seeing his career go from just being part of the Shield to being the face of WWE.
I have a question. When do we see Roman?
Bad blood.
Or
even SummerSlam, yeah.
I say SummerSlam.
Or sometime between SummerSlam and Bad Blood.
Nah, he gotta be at SummerSlam, biggest party of the summer, man.
Gotta be there SummerSlam.
Because every SummerSlam had a huge return for the past year.
What about this, y'all? Solo, Cody, championship at SummerSlam.
Yep.
Cody gets jacked up. He gets messed up. Still wins the fight because Roman interferes.
Yep, of course. Here's the thing. Pastor Bailey showed me something. I wish I could pull it up. It was like an updated card that he posted to me, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, that sounds like a hell of a card. And on this card, it was Solo versus Cody for the title. Yep. Right? Because you got to cultivate with that, because right now Solo believes he is the tribal chief, right? And the only way that sits back is like, hold on. Roman coming into that match is like, dude, who do you think you are? You're not the tribal chief. And remember, he called out Roman Reigns. When you call out Roman Reigns, you already, there it is. You can see it a little bit, but there was the
this makes sense.
What was that? Yeah, that Damian Priest versus Gunther. There's a fatal 4-way with Dragunov, Breaker, Sami Zayn and Chad Gable. I really think
for
that
the IC belt.
Yeah.
Chad Gable gonna go against Uncle Howdy.
Oh, Chad against Uncle Howdy. Yes, and that would be his first match.
He been needing to fight.
But then this Punk match, so it's Punk versus Drew, but Seth is a referee.
See, I don't like that. I don't like that.
I don't like that at all.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like it.
He don't like
That's
neither
the
one.
thing. He wouldn't let none of them win. He'll just let them fight. He'll just go.
I don't like that. No. I like run-ins, costing people matches. That has what's been. But I get it. It is a.
Seth is gonna cost him a match. A-Train. Seth is gonna cost him a match.
Right. I get
one
that,
of
but I
these.
don't want
He's
him-
gonna do one of these.
One, two, and put his hand back up.
Let me fix my hair real quick. Let me fix my Let me fix my ponytail real quick. Oh, that was a 3 count. My bad. He kicked out. That was just 2. Keep it going. You know, it's gonna be something like that. It's gonna be something crazy if that's the match.
Can I get that as a birthday gift and you can just show it to me privately? Jeremy? Show me the card. No, I'm just playing. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that to you, man. No, don't do that because you already got a good relationship with E, and so I don't want to mess that up for you.
Don't do that. Don't ruin it, Doctor.
No,
we
don't
need
do
you.
that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
We need you, Doctor.
Don't do that. Don't do that. No. But we got that. We also have what's been going on. I think they touched a little bit. Kevin talked about it a little bit with Trick Williams and stuff, him losing the title to Ethan Page. I thought it was a good move because it all goes back to what Cody Rhodes said to Shawn Spears, Lexis King, and Ethan Page. He was like, "You're in a good place." So if Trick Williams want to go after somebody, you want to go after Cody Rhodes. But here's the problem with that: you can't go after Cody Rhodes. That's the deal. And
you're not ready.
It's because he's not quite ready yet, and that's the deal. And that's fine. And I always believe that too. And Trick can always compete in those matches, but it's just that title win to me, that was just as a thing to get Carmelo to the main roster. And then when he got the win against Dragunov, Dragunov was headed to the main roster right after
the main roster. Yep.
And here's the other thing I would love to see. There was pictures going around being rumored that there's going to be more titles coming into WWE. A certain individual in the corner who will remain nameless.
I'm telling y'all.
Show me some more pics. So I really think that would be great for them to have a women's Intercontinental Championship, a women's U.S. title. Yeah, we are getting them.
They are coming.
They are coming.
They are coming.
I told y'all, Triple H been listening to me. I was bugging the heck out of him directly on Facebook or a Twitter post, y'all. I was literally going on there, hey, Triple H, when are we going to get the women's NXT tag titles back? When are we going to get some women's world tag titles? They're coming, I guarantee you. And if not, something's going on.
No,
when are we getting trios titles or triple titles or whatever we're going to call them? When are we going to get?
I need the triple. If it's going to be the triple championship, I'm cool with that.
The triple.
Right. And I said it. I said, Triple H, we need a women's IC and a women's United States title. How do we have a men's North American and a women's North American, but we don't have no secondary women titles on the main roster?
Well, they got one. They got that now because Kalani Jordan's a champ in NXT with that, which is cool.
That's the secondary title for NXT.
Right.
That's not a secondary title to any of the main rosters. So bringing those two titles in is perfect because now you give all these other women opportunities. And there's more storylines for the women wrestlers. And it builds up the women's brand in professional wrestling on top of it. Plus, we need that women's tag team or NXT tag titles back. Look how many women that are in NXT that are doing well, that are able to carry it, hold a title and actually carry it and be able to be good title holders and have a long reign or whatever the case. NXT is very entertaining.
they're doing it anyway. I think all of that stuff is in the works, and then they've heard all of our gripes and stuff about the women not having as many belts. They started snatching some away, so I think we need to duplicate every title on every faction. It'll kind of help, kind of build everybody's climb and rep. So that who? I like that bit
because he deserves a title.
I agree.
Yep.
I agree with that. What you
and back to Trick Williams, I think they gave him that title run real quick to set him up for the future. Like, here's a taste of what we know you're capable of doing and being as a superstar. So I think they gave him a short little title run to set him up for when he does get to the main roster. Because I think that eventually him and Carmelo is going to have a feud on a main roster all over again.
Yep.
But it's going to be on a whole nother level, and it's going to be involved with a major title.
They're going to go to different factions. They're going to be in two different factions. The reason being because you got to in order to promote Carmelo, have to give him his own run at it without Trick being anywhere close, because
you're right.
NXT. So I think they're gonna have to separate them.
I feel where you're coming from. Okay, makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense. But eventually they run back into each other on the main roster.
Yeah, at some point down the line, I'm sure it's gonna happen. But they're gonna need to keep them separated for the time being to manage the careers correctly. Make sure that they don't ride each other, constantly overriding each other. Because remember, Carmelo is going after everybody. He don't care. I'm trying to prove myself. Everybody. So there will be no reason for him to rehash a Trick Williams reunion and then attack against each other with him going after the title. I think he needs to go after that title that Sammy got. But of course, I think Jay needs to get a title at some point.
That's why.
Yeah, I know everybody believes that. Everybody believes that Jey Uso needs a championship run. Same thing with people saying about LA Knight. But here's the thing about LA Knight. LA Knight is cool. It's just that him having a title, what is that going to do for him? Everybody want to see him as a champion. Then guess what? When stuff start getting stale, people going to be like, he should have never been champion. You should just always be fighting for championship. You know what I mean? It's just not. They just always, got getting over the hump. That's what I'm scared of.
But would that be almost symbolic to what they tried to do with Kofi?
Yeah.
Kind of.
At least they gave him 6 months with the belt.
They did. But I mean,
But his matches was trash.
Same.
All the storylines. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was saying you're gonna do the LA Knight the same way. I mean, what you about to say?
Why is every time we get a black champion, Brock Lesnar takes it away?
He ain't lying though.
I mean,
I don't think Brock's going to be taking any championships away anytime soon now, man. So
he ain't lying though. It was either Brock or Stone Cold.
I mean, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, though.
But that would make a great fight, though, to see Brock and Braun Breaker go at it.
That would be amazing.
So bananas. To watch them two go at it with each other, I think that would be a dope match.
They're going to want what's up with big tall dude?
I see that. Tricky Camelo will be like Johnny and Ciampa. I can see that.
I agree with that.
What you say?
I agree with what Jeremy was saying.
What you say?
Trick and Melo.
Trick and Melo gonna be like Ciampa and
Johnny and Ciampa. Johnny Gargano and Ciampa, who themselves are tag team champs, which is finally we're glad to see that they come together and
We've been waiting for that, bro.
DX.
They should have won that.
Triple H and Shawn Michaels.
What was that? But that person, yeah, they should have
won. They should have won a WrestleMania, low key.
I don't know why.
But they kind of pushed.
All right, y'all. We got to get out of here because we starting to get into overtime. I know we can keep going all day. But I got a birthday to celebrate.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
And I
It's your
appreciate
birthday.
it.
It's your birthday.
You know,
It's your
everybody
birthday.
that hopped
It's your
on
birthday.
and
It's your
watched
birthday.
what we were
It's your
doing,
birthday.
acting crazy, seeing all the hiccups and whatnot. But that's what the
It's your
fun
birthday.
is
It's your
about doing
birthday.
this show.
It's
I
your
love
birthday.
it so much. To Pastor
4-0,
Bailey,
baby.
to Jared, Bryce, thank y'all both for coming on, man. You already know, whenever I talk wrestling, man, you got a home. So just I'll let you
Yes,
know
sir.
when you want to drop in. You can drop in at any time, man. So
Look at these
Again,
young media
because,
personalities in training.
I got Kevin. Kevin he adores the both of you. He likes it.
I
He
love
likes
y'all,
that
man.
y'all know y'all stuff when it comes to wrestling. But I already knew this from the jump.
You see who
I
they
knew this from the
follow.
jump.
You see who they follow. They with me. They always gonna be wrestling fans. As long as we been them boys been
I
around me.
live
That's what.
WWE. I can live through anything. That's all I gotta say.
I already knew that from Jump Street that these two know their stuff. They've been engulfed in wrestling and whatnot, and you know I love them dearly, man, and I thank them for their time and and dropping some stuff on us, and I appreciate it. Kevin, you already know, man, how I do with you, man. You already know, bro.
Yes, sir,
Did I
man.
lose
You
them
already
all?
know.
Oh,
Happy
I can hear
40th.
myself,
Happy
so.
40th. And many more to come. I'm blessed I could be here with you to celebrate your 40th and be on the show. But definitely many more wonderful birthdays to come. I'm going to be here from now on for the rest of them. So,
Yeah, I guess so now, right? All right. So, thank you, Jeremy. Thank you, Sabrina. Yes, they did, Jeremy. Unfortunately, but it is. Got the brooms, got told on them, and they got swept. Okay, but appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all for tuning in to this edition of the A-Train Show. We'll do it again. You know what? The hell with it. I'm doing it again tomorrow. Let's go. We got to go SmackDown. Let's go.
Hey, let's go.
We're gonna do it again tomorrow.
Let's go.
This is just too good to stop. It's too good to stop right now. And and I think we got because I want to get some discussion in on what we want to see happen in the future. If we were WWE writers, what it would look like if we had some of the opportunities to see what we want coming up in these next few months. Because now we're in the second half of the WWE calendar. And I'm gonna touch a little bit on some Bronny James and talk a little bit about some basketball and whatnot because they know that stuff too. So
Yes.
they know it too. So I'm gonna get some basketball in, and then we're gonna talk some wrestling. Tomorrow we're gonna do it again, same time, same back channel. We'll figure out a way to make it work as we always do. So
Bronny
if I do it earlier, y'all gonna have to get ready.
Bronny James.
Just be on call because you never know what's gonna pop off. All right, so this is the A-Train signing off. Thanks to my man Jersey the King. Thanks to Robert Bailey Jr.,
Bronny
Aaron
James.
Mahal, and Bryce Branch for hopping in, and the comments, mostly from the good doctor himself, which you can catch for love of the show on Fuel Sports Network. You can check out the show at any time. Make sure you check out the app. It is back up and running. It's working. So you go to the Roku app on your Roku TVs. You can go to the Amazon Fire Stick. You check it out on Amazon TV too. And you can always go check it out at fuelsportsnetwork.com. So for just a little while, we'll see y'all hopefully tomorrow. I'm supposed to be having some other stuff, but we'll see what happens. I will keep everybody tuned in. So thank y'all so much. And this is the A-Train Show. This is the birthday special right here on Fuel Sports Network.
Yes, sir. And
thanks, Punk. Thank you, Punk. We gone. See y'all later.
Say